We are all here. How you doing, right?
I'm doing good.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. I just got off the phone with my video department head, and so now I'm doing have to send a message to him about a setup things. So we can do that real quick. Because we just did that. Reply. Okay, there we go. Send that off. There we go. Now I'm back to. Now we're back. We're back. And we have the secret to the air shield.
Yeah. Air shield.
Hey, look, my hair's blue. Ain't it cool? My hair is remarkably blue.
Yes, it is.
I'm all excited.
It is super blue.
It is. It's so cool. I think the funniest part is that there seems to be like 90% of my friends are like, hey, good job. And then like 10% like, what the hell did you do? I'm like, you've met me? Colors, lights. Why would I not do this? The only reason I haven't done it is because I wasn't sure if it would like react badly to the psoriasis on the scalp, you know? Because I have psoriasis that it's sometimes pretty rough on the scalp. And so.
Are you running something in the background? Because you are very robotic and you're speeding up.
I have full bars. You don't have any bars. I don't see your bars on the left side at all.
That's not shocking.
Do you see your own bars over there on the left side? Okay.
I see all green for my bars.
I see all green too, so we don't have anybody on here right now that would be like. Okay, now you're green. Now you're all green. Do I sound better?
Okay. Yes, you do.
I see why you turned the ambient down, though. It overrides you quite a bit. I'm going to shuffle, though.
So I have an interesting topic to discuss. About brands.
Branding. It's time to. That's why I can't hear you. Because your
There we go.
The microphone's on your head.
Yes, it is.
Now I can hear you.
So ran into a situation which we as artists really need to pay close attention to. That is other people's brands when we do art.
Okay.
So I had this streamer, and they're not a prude at all, and they had a lewd piece of art that they posted to their channel of their character.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad. But I had a funny little joke comic. But I was looking at it, it's like, I better find out if this is going to be okay to do, because I don't know if this is going to make the streamer uncomfortable for whatever reason, or the fan base, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're like, make the comic. I'm like, okay. So I made the comic. And it was funny. Everybody laughed.
Haha.
And she goes, "Hey, color it." I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that here in a bit." And then later she came back and said, "You know what? I'm going to put a kibosh to this. I am not comfortable with the complications this art could make towards my channel." And I went, "That's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
I understand."
that's cool.
And it's like when I do art, particularly for someone else, I don't want to hurt their fan base or hurt them in some way or cause them to feel um, like scared to post it. Particularly with how Twitch has been, because Twitch has been very, very on the anti-sexual art kick.
Yeah.
And anti-sexual anything kick with the streamers. So I was looking at this going, this might be a little too much.
Would you say that they're getting?
But we'll see. Huh?
Would you say they're getting Twitch?
Yes.
Okay. I can't help myself. I'm compelled.
Particularly when you're talking like a mouse, and I think that's on my end.
I wish there was a third party in here to tell me whether I need to reboot, because you're now showing green on yours, but I'm not getting green bars from your screen share, right? Which is usually I get bars from your screen share too, and I'm not getting bars from that, which that's making me worried a little. Here. Oh, you know what?
Well, also too, we're under like severely heavy rain, and this is a radio broadcast.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm going to switch to me and turn the volume on my phone down.
Okay, how is now?
You've been fine this entire time. You to me has been you've been fine.
So, on my screen, you'll talk, but nothing will come out, and then the voice stream will catch up, so you're sounding like Mickey Mouse after a very bad Japanese dubbing.
Okay. I'm looking at my phone now and seeing. So here's a test. Test. I'm testing. What's our audio sound like?
Oh God!
No, it is. It's totally the same on my phone. The packets are squishy.
So it's on your end?
It's on my end. Okay, I'm bombing out and coming back. So that was the test, but it sounds like that on the stream outside. So I'll bomb out. I'm actually going to just go ahead and restart my browser completely. So give me a few minutes, and then I will come back.
Okay. Streaming. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, even our audio has died. There we go. Okay, here's the test.
Let's see. Now, do I still sound like Mickey Mouse?
No, you sound good.
Okay. Maybe I think that maybe that was more of um, my browser got clogged up because I cleared everything, dumped it out, wiped it out.
It could be.
Either way, that's good. All right.
But yeah, it was like bad Japanese dubbing on top of Mickey Mouse sound.
I heard it whenever I was watching my own video on it. It was so weird. Okay, I'm gonna open my curtains and turn on the patio light so I can see when the rain hits because I know it's heading our way. I've got the warning down on the bottom left, although it's still 25 out there. Oh, it was so hot that the classroom was miserable. I wasn't excited. I'm glad I wasn't sitting next to one of those kids, but I was having flashbacks, man. Flashbacks to summer in Japan. All right. We need to do a few things. There's some steps that we're not doing here.
Steps?
Yep. I am missing some steps.
And 8 little notes.
Mm-hmm. Because we need to fix some pieces.
But yeah, it was like branding now is so
Important.
important to so many different people in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm. No
And
question.
even if they don't have, like, even if they don't think of it as a brand, it's still a brand, and it's like you need to be cognizant of other people.
Absolutely.
And you have to be cognizant of the fact that even they might not know, like, they might find what you say funny at the time and then it's no longer funny, but
Mm-hmm.
that's because they were thinking about their situation and went, no, this isn't something I want to get into. And you have to be willing to say, that's fine. You're good.
Yeah, that was the thing I wanted to give you props for on that one was your streamer said, "Hey, I'm actually kind of uncomfortable with this," and you're like, "That's cool, dude. We're
Yeah.
standing." And I just wanted to give you props for that because that was cool. Nicely done.
But it's something everybody has to be aware of. There are too many people there like, well, why are you were fine with this earlier. Well,
Right.
who cares? They could be down a week and they're like, no, I'm no longer cool with this. That's fine. You have to be willing to go, sure, absolutely. This is your thing and I don't want to harm it.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, props to you for that one because you backed right down. Like we should. We really should. And it shouldn't be hard, but apparently it's hard for people.
Well, and like, I got to hear about there was an incident at SDC SDCC,
Mm-hmm.
where one colorist, a former colorist, was trying to start shit with an artist, and the cops had to be called.
Whoa. That's
And the colorist, who is extreme, he has extreme views, suddenly disappeared from the con because he probably knew he was at fault.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But the fact that the guy had to call the cops in the first place, that's bullcrap.
mm-hmm. Agreed. Agreed. We shouldn't have to go through that at all.
And it should, if it's one guy's brand, I don't care what he has done to you or what shit you think he owes you. It doesn't matter. Back
Mm-hmm.
off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the part I don't get. Like, okay, so you think you're brilliant here, but really,
What's going on?
nobody owes you anything. I'm just so suffering from the nobody owes you anything. You know?
Yeah. Don't be a twat.
Right? Nobody owes you. Nobody owes you anything.
But at the same time, don't go expecting that they owe you something either.
I think that's. I have a problem in general with the world right now because there are a lot of people who feel entitled, and it's starting to really eat at me a little. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who, Brian, you owe, well, Ken, you owe me. You owe me. No, you don't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't owe me anything. Yeah, you and I have been buddies for a long time, and you may choose or not to do things for me, but that is still your choice. You still have agency. And I feel like it's so frustrating because it legit feels like there are people who just don't quite grasp that. But what about blah, 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 blah? Yeah, still no. You know?
Yeah. I mean, or like they give themselves a false sense of importance. Like, I read your comic. You owe it to me to make sure that there's a page there. It's like, I don't know you jack shit.
Right. I don't know you.
You
I don't know you. Yeah. I really have a problem with a lot of that too, because it is. It's that you owe me. Yeah, no, actually we don't. Nobody owes you diddly.
Yeah.
It's super irritating too, because it's like, no. And it's exactly what we were talking about that killed that artist. That's the kind of stuff that kills the people off.
Yeah.
There. That's exactly what it is. That's the wrong one. Hey, well, you're having issues today. That's what killed him, and that sucks. You know?
Mhm. And it shouldn't have been that way. His fan base should have been, oh, hey, you know what? Maybe you need to slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this isn't healthy.
Yeah, legit. His fan base should have been slowing him down.
And like, I don't have room to talk, particularly with the speed I'm working at. I'm working at his speed.
Well, yes and no. We can kind of say that's probably true, but there are people out here who love you who have been slowly making more and more statements towards you on this one. You're not in a
Yeah,
vacuum.
yeah, and I have been taking those to heart, and I have been trying to slow down and take more breaks, and I've been trying to take better care of myself.
Yeah. And we understand that. And we're working with you on this one.
Okay, so he had 270 chapters. How many pages to a chapter? In 14 volumes. Like, I am sincerely curious about this.
Mm-hmm. Ah, now the wind's starting to pick up out there. I knew it'd come down here. Usually, if it hits you, it comes down here.
Yeah, I know it's nasty up here.
What? Nest tea? No, I don't like it. Yeah.
What is this?
I was saying Nest tea. I was making a joke about Nest tea. I don't like Nest tea, you see.
I see.
I actually don't mind Nest tea in general, but as someone who actually drinks unsweet tea, I don't like they've got this tea that they use that they try to do that. I don't know. I just don't like the taste of it. So that's really, I was just making a joke. I feel like that's a Chekhov's Spock moment for you. There was an episode of Star Trek where Chekhov's like, "I'm sorry, sir. It was a little joke." And Spock goes, "Very little, ensign. Very little." So sometimes I make those jokes, and in my head, you're doing the Spock part. Very
Yeah.
little, ensign. Very little. My world usually revolves around various Star Trek things anyway, so. I've been thinking about doing driving videos. Like how to drive properly, how to follow all the laws, changes in the law, yada, yada, yada. Concepts and designs and things like that. I have a bunch of little teeny cars that are all in scale. And I even have like in scale buses and in scale trucks, like big rigs. So I could do a whole bunch of videos that involve in scale cars running into each other.
You know, the other thing you could do, and this would be interesting, is do a driving instruction manga.
Not an unreasonable thought.
I mean, I'm thinking about doing a cooking manga.
Or maybe just a driving manga of some sort. I mean,
Yeah.
driving instruction, yes, but like make it based around like the main characters are race car drivers or something, and and the whole thing is, man, on the track I do X, but out here we can't do that, or I don't know, something.
Yeah, you could do something and have it be pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so he did. Now let's see what the.
Sorry, I'm replacing my maquette with the spacesuit with this other maquette with a spacesuit. I was having an ongoing discussion with somebody on some Facebook thread, and the person was doing NASA themselves said that the polar ice is actually increasing. And I was like, can you tell me the bird that saw that? Because I read and speak fluent NASA. So you can tell me what satellite that came from. And so he showed me a Washington Post article, and I'm like, okay, see, here's the problem. First problem is, don't ever go to mainstream media to try to understand science, because mainstream media doesn't speak fluent NASA. Second problem is, it's actually correct. That the Antarctica has been gaining about 200 billion tons a year, which is great. But the first satellite we sent up there found that it was losing 9 tons of ice a year. And that was between 1991 and 2008, or 2001. Then from 2001 to 2008, that increased to 30 billion tons a year. And so what's happening is they're looking at the net loss is a net gain. It is, but it's not gaining more snow. It's still gaining 200 billion tons. Whereas it's losing more and more every year. And now we're up to 160 billion tons that it's losing and gaining 200 billion tons. So back in 1991, it only lost 9 billion tons and gained 200 billion tons. Now it's losing 190 or 160 billion tons and gaining 200 billion tons. So picking and choosing the data, always interesting. I said, but I speak the bird and I know what bird they flew. That was Ice 1. And so now they've got Ice 2 up there, that's its job, is to measure the ice. It's the satellite's dedicated to this job. And there's an ESA satellite also up there that's watching it as well. So that was my tonight thing. I was like, yeah, you can say that. I said, but every data point I have ever seen is the world is getting nastier every year. And it's because of our CO2 content.
Yeah.
And the CO2 is coming from our power plants.
Well, the CO2 is coming from several sources.
Yeah, but the biggest one is our power plants. That's why we've been downgrading coal and oil power plants, is because that's the biggest CO2 creator. All of our cars create a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. A whole lot. It's just that
But there's also the problem with we have a lot of businesses that don't really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's creating a problem. Plus, there's other countries that just don't care, and that's creating a lot of problems. So it's not just, oh, if we change this habit here, we'll be fine. Because that was one of the studies done in during COVID time when everybody stopped driving.
Mm-hmm.
The CO2 levels continued to rise because there
Mm-hmm.
was more to it than just what we were simplifying it down to.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Obviously we don't do well on that one. It's forgotten.
So he did 1,600 pages in 6 years.
1,600 pages?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So it came down to 266 pages a year.
Right?
I am on that course if I continue at this speed.
That's 22 pages a month.
Yes. And I'm doing 32 pages a month.
Right? So you need to lay off a little.
Yeah. I need to slow down. Like, that's kind of spooky for me.
Well, but there are other pressures as well. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Because
But it's the fact that I can see parallels between him and I that could potentially be very dangerous to my health.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Particularly with the way COVID has treated my body, the fact that I'm now going through some relapses and that's affecting things. I would like to enjoy my comic. I would like to enjoy people enjoying my comic.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. I want to enjoy being here with you and hanging out with you and doing the comic with you and stuff like that. What
Yeah.
we probably should do is set an idea and a concept of what's healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is a healthy speed? And then aim for that, and then you will go over it, and I will go under it, and that.
And
No,
I'll get to Scotland before you.
yeah.
You take the high and low road, and I
I
take
take
the high and
no
low road.
road. Okay, but that's probably what we should do: is determine what is a healthy speed, and try to target it.
Yeah.
A lot of flickering going on right above me, like directly above me.
Yeah. There will be a lot of flickering and a crap ton of rain.
Yeah, we're under a flash flood watch. I don't like the flickering though. That's not doing me any good. Hopefully, hopefully we stay online. All right. Get these guys in here. Do we have any manga creators out there that make sense as far as their speed is a pretty good average? Well, I mean, hey, the sum of human knowledge. I will look it up for you.
I would like to think so.
Wow, this is a harder question than it looks.
But it's definitely like, I don't know, just a lot of things. Particularly, well, and the other thing that really bothered me was all the people that are now starting to come out and go, "Oh my God, well, all the people that are getting infected with COVID from San Diego Comic Con." I'm like, really? This is a shock to you? Because I hate to tell it to you, but the virus isn't gone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it says it normally takes him 4 hours to finish a page. Now it only takes him 2 hours. This is a specific manga artist, the one who does Fairy Tail. That's Hiro Mashima. So it says it takes him 2 hours now that he's digital. Hi. Are you worried about the lightning out there? Floof. It is kind of scary, isn't it? Oh, a lot of flickering going on.
Is that George?
Yep, George. George is being like, not sure. Okay. So they're saying the problem that I've got is it says, do you know that manga artists have to churn out 20 pages of content every week? Okay. We don't do that. And it's talking about how they do it. And so he's saying it's two hours a page for Fairy Tail. Okay, that's fair. 2 hours a page. You got to put 20 pages out. That's 40 hours. That's pretty much straight up 1-to-1, right? It's an 8-hour day.
Right.
Right now, you and I are working 2 to 4 hours a day. So if we think 2 hours is the standard per page, let's say, and we go for 2 hours to 4 hours a day, then I think we could safely say that best speed should be a page a day for us.
Yes.
And that's probably the best speed, the safest speed. because we do 2 hours a day. We can do a page in 2 hours. Here, and you can be on camera too, and you can say hi to me and stuff. So that's what I think. That's my thought. What do you think? I think that's probably our safest bet.
Probably.
Ain't your proof. Ain't your my proof. Your good proof. Like, this is my life meow. This is my life meow. You still do the upside down thing? This is my life meow. You're not ecstatic about it, but you're also not like completely flipped out by it. There we go. All right. So, okay. So I think page day. That's what we should say. Page day. And that should be top speed. So slower than a page a day should be acceptable.
Yeah. Oh, make that go away. Make that go away. That is not what I want.
Are you putting up embarrassing pictures again?
Yes, but that one was from an anime car group.
Oh, I actually didn't see, so I'm just assuming because of your response that was not a pleasant, whatever.
No, that was a. This really shouldn't go up here. This is
will get
not.
us
Oh
banned.
my god.
You're
Oh my god.
You're gonna get us banned. I think you like sitting on the stool here because you're in line with this. So earlier today, somebody figured out how to turn off my AC unit. I won't name any names, but I'm looking at him.
That's an impressive feat.
Yeah, so the buttons on top of the AC unit are touch sensitive, and he likes to sit on the AC unit and then bend over the front and lick the water off of the vanes because he's a weirdo. And apparently his butt pushed all the buttons or something. So
Good job, Cat. Good job.
right?
Yeah, this stream has been very, very good to talk about a bunch of really interesting topics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I absolutely agree.
Okay.
All right. Of course, as usual, I enjoy chatting with you. I just enjoy it.
Yeah. Well,
So this
we
is
both
a
have
great instance.
very varied points of view.
Mm-hmm. But not incompatible.
No. something like that. Continue. But I also think it's important to discuss these topics
Mm-hmm.
because there might be someone who may not understand, hey, this is not a healthy speed. You need to slow down.
Yeah, agreed.
This is not a healthy speed. You need to
You need
slow
to slow.
down.
Right.
Well, and it's like I was starting to feel the burnout. I was like, I need a break. I just need to take a break this week and get away from the comic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually really glad I did because I'm feeling energized. And the other part is I'm not punishing myself for it either. Um, like before in the past, I would punish myself and then not want to come back to it.
Right.
Mm.
Man, really don't want to go to work tomorrow. No real reason. I just don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm totally fine. I have absolutely. I just would rather work on my comic.
I think we would all rather do that.
You're. I don't feel that way once I get in there and all is good. But man, starting out though. And once I get into the classroom, I'm totally fine. Yeah, Marines are going to have a talk with this girl at some point in time.
Huh?
Said the Marines are going to have a talking to this girl at some point.
Oh?
Yeah, because she's out in front of the Marines, running
Oh,
to
yeah.
the guy, and the Marines are going to totally get on her case for that later on. Never run out in front of Marines. Marines are there for your safety. That's what their job is. You're just going to get yourself busted by the Marines. Alrighty.
Boy, it's been a quiet night tonight.
I mean, you and me, or because I mean it's pretty loud outside.
Well,
What a booming-
as far as the stream goes, like we haven't had our usuals on here.
We don't have any usuals tonight. I'm noticing that's true. In fact, we have nobody.
But that's okay.
Totally fine. I'm not, crying or anything. I'm crying.
I'm totally crying. Oh my god. I want to do is I want to make this dark. And
Yeah.
there's that. And that.
I am.
That actually looks really cool. I like this.
Freem. I like anytime you use the word freem. I'm just saying. I'm all about freem.
Yes.
Freem. I don't like the tilt that I've got over the perspective camera. I don't know why. It's the perspective. I don't know why you're rotated, but you are. Whatever. I don't know how you got rotated.
No, not Facebook. Oh, and there's another thing that um I don't know who New Scientist is. I don't know what New Scientist is. I don't know if they're a good reputable science or just a magazine that someone slapped together.
Okay.
But they were talking about daydreaming and how this one type of daydreaming called maladaptive daydreaming, where um, anyways, they're saying that um, this type is damaging to your mental health. And they're
I'm sorry. How
saying,
do you what you said? So I was daydreaming.
well, what they were saying is it's the kind of daydreaming where your characters talk to you.
Oh, that's nice. We're screwed.
Yeah. And like,
My characters talk to me all the frickin' time.
and like they're saying that um, it's damaging to the person and all this. And after kind of reading the article and all this, I took it in a different way. It sounds like we should get rid of creatives because they think too much and it scares us.
So New Scientist is, I think, a Christian thing.
Yeah, I can't tell. Let's see. Joined Twitter in 2009.
Daily
And
Mail, Girl Trust.
and it's
No,
the best
it
place
actually
to.
it looks like it's a legit magazine doing legit work.
The best place to find out what's new in science and why it matters.
Okay. Well, that sounds like BS to me. I have had my characters talking to me all of my life, and I'm just fine. Nobody has died this week.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, let me take a look at page 10.
That said, I think people can say she might be overextending herself here, but the truth of the matter is, I think that this is going to be one of those she outranks everybody but the major. So, and the major isn't a major anymore because I had to back him up. Because if he's a major, he actually outranks the captain. So, because I backed her up a rank, so I got to make sure I go back and check my ranks. I think he's just a lieutenant.
And when in doubt, you send the Marines.
Right. All right. I think this is the sample. All right, we're done. And we are at 31. No. Yeah, 31 frame 1. 0, 0, 1. What is it on them? I guess it's the background.
What's up?
I guess this is the background. I'm like, I can't find where the frame is. I'm like, well, this is the background. Okay, that's fine. I can do that.
I think I hear a little bit of that storm starting to come through your microphone.
Maybe. I mean, it's entirely plausible. But it might actually be just the AC unit because I'm not saying anything.
Could
I
be.
think microphones get louder trying to pick up stuff. So
Some of them do. It depends on if you have a setting turned on.
yep. No die.
I won't.
House rule.
Yep. I know a guy. His microphone. Like if he goes quiet, will start getting progressively louder as it turns up the gain to pick up something.
Right.
And so
Adapting.
after a while, it sounds like you're inside his nostril as he's breathing. And you have to remind him to say something.
How? Freem? Still freaming?
Oh, this is the Alex Jones Sandy Hook thing.
Uh-oh.
The producer of InfoWars said that the parents of Sandy Hook were being used to make bank.
That's not going to end up well, is it now?
No. An InfoWars producer told the Texas jury Wednesday that two grieving Sandy Hook parents are part of a scheme to make bank.
I read some stuff about Sandy Hook that I never wanted to read, and I never want to read again. And yeah, it was pretty, that's brutal.
Yeah. Well, and apparently he screamed at the jury that this is a witch hunt as he was coming in. And it's like, are you trying to, like, make this go away?
No, he wants to be able to get on TV later and say, it was a witch hunt. I even said so in the trial. You know, he wants to be able to say that.
Mm-hmm.
He wants people to believe the theater he's putting out. Because he is. There's a lot of theater going on here. And he really wants people to believe that theater. And the problem is that he's part of the actual legitimate problem that I feel like is happening in our system right now. And legitimately, he is the problem. Because he's drumming up fear and all of this stuff in order to make money.
Yeah.
And he's...
Apparently his producer's not much better.
Yeah. All right, where are we? Sir, I'm Lieutenant Manuel Legend of the QuaCk. So let's get in here and do the things. It's maybe just confusing to put his hand up here at the moment, but maybe I'll put the hand here temporarily and then render this so that I've got the render.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to pull up something else for the moment.
Hello, my dear.
Hello.
I'm about to go to bed.
You are about to go to bed.
I made the coffee.
Oh, you did? That's nice of you.
Yeah, your child's teeth are going to be brushed before I go to bed.
That's a plus.
Did I tell you my thing on Friday canceled?
You had a thing on Friday?
Yeah, remember I was supposed to go in and give somebody lunch.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but no. Yeah.
That's nice.
The door is locked, and I told the kiddo to deal with the lights. So if they do, then you shouldn't have to go downstairs.
Just go straight to bed.
Straight to bed.
That's awesome. You guys are cool. I'll keep you guys.
Oh, good. I was worried for a second.
I know. It's like you could be worried about these things. This
It's
could be
literally
a
1 second.
real thing. Yeah. One whole second. You were worried for one.
I told Dad to deal with the lights, and then I checked. Are you not yet?
Hang on. I'll be right back.
All right.
Good night. I'm back.
Welcome back.
To the stage of history.
So I also came to a realization today about one other thing. You know, we were talking about branding and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I'm doing a shit ton of art. A lot of
You
art.
are.
For both the streamer and for the comic. But I'm not producing any marketable art.
Also true.
And so I need to start looking into doing more art that is more of stuff I could start putting up on like Twitter and going, hey, look at this.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to come up with a different name than Senator Chang.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to come up with a different name than Senator Chang.
Well, I could see that getting confusing with your main character.
Yeah, that's why. When they're talking to each other, they make for weird responses. So it's all right. We'll come up with a better name. It's actually, I think I called him Senator Chen. But I'll come up with a different. He's Chinese, so he's also from sort of that same culture, that breakaway culture, and he's another breakaway from there. So
Call him Zen.
Zen. It's kind of interesting.
That way it has a different feel to it than Chang, and you're not using the same ch
Mm-hmm.
in their names, so it feels different too when you're referring to the characters and the readers are reading it.
Yep, that's not a bad one. I like that. I may not remember it, but right now I like it. Well,
Come on. Why does it sound fishy in here?
I don't know. Isn't that weird? tapped out.
Huh?
And her arm, she's got her arm down on the ground, like, you know, whenever you like tackle them and they're like tap tap tap. I'm tapped out.
Ah.
I'm like, she's tapped out.
Okay, that's a fun drawing. This piece. I think it's time to do a backup dump. Holy hell. $780 items. Oh Lord.
And Brian's like, gee willikers, why is everybody worried about me?
You know those art versus artist things that get done at the end of the year? It's just gonna be me smothered underneath. We think he died 3 months ago.
Right.
Destination has for the Let me decide for each one.
Okay, so today when I leave the stream, I'm going to promise myself I'm going to bed and I'm going to read. I'm not going to get on the internets. I have been having a bad habit of trolling the internet. I've been...
Yeah, don't do that. That's not...
Yeah, it's not good for me, and I'm not getting any sleep, and so I am not going to sleep properly. And I just noticed that the subtle hint that my partner was giving me just now was, I have done all of your nightly jobs, go straight to bed. That was the subtle hint that she was giving me.
Alright, so I just did a backup.
Take her up on that.
I'm not sure I was prepared to meet quite...
Your own doom?
Yeah. So I just backed up all of my drawings onto the backup drive. And so this is all the art I've created so far in 2022. There are 1,134 files. Now there's quite a bit of duplicates in there because I'll create, the original clip, plus I'll create a PNG, and then there's several where there's a TIFF. So there is some multiples of the same file in different file formats. But even if you divide that in half, that's still almost 600 files.
Yes.
That's almost 600 pieces of art since January.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
You're doing a good thing with your life. Just make sure you can continue living your life. That's really the important part.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
It's only wrong when it becomes problematic.
Exactly. Okay, but here's the thing, Mr. I turned off the AC unit. No turning off the AC unit, okay? I know you like the AC unit, and I know you like to be on the AC unit, and you think it's fun, but you turned it off. We don't turn off the AC unit. You follow?
It's a cat.
I know,
What
but
you just said is blah, 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 blah.
Or what you really need to do is turn off the AC unit. What would irritate me the most would be to turn off the AC unit.
Yeah.
I'm right over here, you goofus.
Was that the cat?
Yeah. It's having issues. Primarily, his issues are he's a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's generally their main malfunction.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Well, it is 11:45. I am actually gonna hit the hay a little early tonight.
All right. I'm rolling for another 15 minutes because I want to get a page out.
That's
Or at least
fine.
get close.
I got 2 pages done today, so
You're doing
I
just
am,
fine. You're on target. There's
I
no
am,
need for you to worry.
yeah. I mean, this issue is gonna be late, but to hell with it. I'm not going to beat myself over the head over the fact that I have one book that's going to be late.
Late. I don't even know how you managed to get too late on this one. Like, everything you've done has been at super speed. There's no such thing as late.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have been cooking at one book a month, and I think having a month down is fine.
It is totally fine. Did you get any people who are doing the yeah, you can eat, and you just need to punch them?
Yeah.
So, which is totally cool. I'll see you again tomorrow night.
Yep.
And you should be fine. And until then, I will just keep drawing for the rest of this stream. And we should be good there too.
Yes. All right. You have a nice night. I
You
wish
too.
you the best of luck.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you get that page finished.
Thank you, my friend.
Night.
I'll see you. Bye.
5 minutes remaining.
And that's where we are, guys. I don't think we're gonna make it any further. We got too much on our to-go pile here because we're gonna go through and fix the princess a little bit. She's not gonna be following through quite as much. So I'm gonna go on ahead and just call it at this point, and we'll keep working on this next time, which is not tomorrow. See you guys later. Bye-bye.